and welcome to the second episode of the podcast. I'm your first host, Ryan.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gals. Send me kisses by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. Hiya, Andy.
Off to a strong start there, buddy. How's your week been?
It has been. It has just been work. You know how it is. Just chilling, thrilling, spilling.
Yeah.
Less of the spilling, but more the chilling. So yeah, how's yours? B?
Yeah, everything was alright. Had a bit of a rough day yesterday, but other than that, it's been pretty good. And we won't rest on that topic for too long. And I think the best way to get this episode of the Hatcast going is to pick our first topic. Really,
I think you should do that.
So
right now,
as you went first last week, I'll go first this week. I'm just giving them a
Totally
bit of a
fair.
ruffle. My ruffle copter.
Shaken, not stirred.
All right.
Sponsored by Toby and my cockatiel, obviously, as you can hear him.
Okay, this is a good one. Best flavour of sauce. What is your favourite sauce?
What is my favourite sauce?
Yes, of all of them.
Oh my god! Oh, sauce. Where is the sauce?
See, I put this one in. I put this one, and I thought I would be able to answer it really easily. But
yes.
The more I'm thinking about it, it's very context sensitive, isn't it? See,
it is.
If I'm gonna have like a Subway, even at Subway, it depends on what I'm gonna have, because you're not really gonna have a sauce with like a meatball marinara, are you?
No, not really. I don't think it needs sauce.
I have had barbecue sauce on it before.
Really? Does it do anything, or does it make it
Yeah,
better or worse?
it gives it a little kick.
No.
It's not bad. It's not one where like, because sometimes they really fuck about with the sauces and don't put enough on. And you're just like, it's dry.
Like, is this all right? Is this all right? And you're like, no, I need more sauce, please.
I don't think you understand. I'm not getting a drink. I need sauce.
Yeah.
But
if we're gonna talk about sauce, we've got to talk about Levi Roots Reggie sauce.
Strong, very strong.
Yes, he's a very strong sauce boy. Because I say this because you get your pot noodles. You know pot noodles. I don't know. Yeah, and my favourite one is it's a barbecue beef. I know it's a bit basic and.
Mate, I know people who stand by the chicken and mushroom.
Yeah.
For me personally, love a Bombay Bad Boy. Bit of spicy,
right.
not even very spicy, just like a good base.
Yeah, it's a good taste. It's a good flavour. But here it is. This is my recommendation to everyone out in podcast land. You get your Levi Roots. It's Reggie sauce.
Yeah.
You put it in the goddamn pot noodle.
Okay.
And it's absolutely brilliant. It's like you'll never put that stupid little sachet of whatever it is in again. You'll be like, no, you'll throw it in the bin, or you'll save it for some a midnight snack in your fridge. Just a little bit of sauce in your fridge. But no,
you do that?
No. But anyway, put your Levi Roots Reggie sauce inside your goddamn pot noodles, people, because it is brilliant. I really enjoy it. Big recommend.
Must admit, I don't really have pot noodles very often, but next time I do, I'm going to pick up some Levi Roots because that sounds fucking delicious, my man.
It's very good. Get the spicy one as well.
Ooh.
There's two kinds, isn't there?
Yeah, there's
like
the milder one and the spicy.
Yeah.
If we're talking about that, then it's not a place I really go to very often because I'm very much of the mind that it's just chicken. Is Nando's?
Oh, don't talk to me.
No, I think I've gone the grand sum of maybe 3 times, and I think that might be overestimating it. But
you tell me all about.
Yeah. I the first time I went, I'll just go with the standard like peri sauce, like something with a bit of spice, and I was like, this is all right. I'm not going to pay out over the odds for this. And then I've gone spicier. But one time I went, my pal got the lemon and herb, and I don't know whether this is just a thing that they do at all of them, but the staff roasted him. They were,
really?
Yeah, like they got him a little glass of milk for it as well, just in case it was too spicy for him.
Oh.
And like we were howling, man. Like, even the chef walked out and went, "Which one of you ordered the lemon and herb?" And he was like, "Yeah, me." And he just started laughing and walked back into the kitchen.
Poor lad. I mean,
which, you know, I was in bits because I thought it was hilarious. He's on my side with kind of the let's not go to Nando's anymore, but he's got
he's got his reasons. I mean, God forbid the man wants a little bit of lovely flavour in his chicken, but no. He has to have the spicy, obviously. No, it's not all about the spice sometimes.
Right, I feel
sometimes
like
it is.
If we're gonna get to the crux of this, we're gonna need to think. All right, what's the best sauce for chips?
Oh, you know what, mayonnaise.
I think mayo as well, but I'm gonna slightly change it a little bit to go for like a peri peri mayo, just so there is a bit more flavour, like the mayo base. Because I mean,
hell, garlic mayo, you know,
garlic mayo is a show. Yeah. Anything mayo based for chips, I think, is strong. Like, it's just a good mix, you know, potato and egg sauce basically. And I fucking hate eggs, but mayo just hits different.
It does, doesn't it? It's like they're in there, but they ain't telling you nothing about them.
Exactly. It's just like we're just bystanders. The eggs are the bystanders in the mayonnaise.
Yeah, they make it, but they're not there.
But then you get like cheese on toast, and if you don't chuck a bit of Liam Perrins on your cheese and toast,
oh yeah, you're an idiot.
This is a way harder topic than I thought it would be. You know?
Right? Yeah, sauce. Who knew?
And like, I love a barbecue sauce as well. You get some ribs and some barbecue sauce, like a glaze. I suppose it's more of a glaze though.
A Louisiana rub on your ribs. Makes them real good.
I quite like an American mustard as well.
Yeah, American mustard.
See, I like
on
English,
ribs.
Not on ribs.
Oh right,
but honey mustard.
Yeah, honey mustard, definitely. Honey mustard on lots of things. Fucking wings, you know, like.
See, if I have to think about wings and like meat in general, I think it might be blue cheese or a ranch.
Blue cheese, ranch,
blue cheese.
Yeah. Blue cheese is like, it goes with lots of stuff.
You know what? I'm putting my foot down and saying for meats overall, I'm going blue cheese. Because you get that on steak, you get that on wings. I reckon you could have blue cheese with sausages and it'd be all right.
Yeah, I think you could. I think you could inject the blue cheese into the sausages somehow.
But is it a sauce at that point?
I mean, yeah.
I've had cheddar sausages before, or like Stilton. Yeah, well, sauce like it's an accoutrement, an accoutrement to go, or a dressing.
Oh, oui.
C'est bon.
En français.
So I mean, we haven't mentioned ketchup at all.
No,
but I feel like
that's just there.
It's very basic. It's like if you've got no other sauce, ketchup will do.
Yeah,
but
I won't be happy about it. But
this is where I'm standing. Like spicy mayo for chips and blue cheese / ranch. We don't really get ranch here.
We don't get a lot of ranch. Sometimes you got to make your own ranch.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm confident with blue cheese there, and that's gonna get people mad.
It's gonna get people mad. Another thing that's gonna get people mad is, what do you like on your bacon sandwiches?
Oh,
because this like splits people sometimes.
See, something that opened my eyes a bit. My little sister's boyfriend Hayden. He's from Canada. Shout out to Hayden, good lad. He when he came and stayed at ours, I believe it was over Christmas one time. We were doing like bacon sandwiches, and he didn't butter his bread. He put mayo as the spread.
Okay.
And then had a bit of ketchup as well. And I was like,
all right,
that seems a bit odd. But I did it, and I tend to have like a bit of ketchup and a bit of brown sauce. I like the mix. But if I have to pick one, I go brown sauce usually.
Oh yeah.
But if I can have the mix, so I did this, and I was like, oh, this is a game changer. The mayo spread, bro. The mayo spread is
I can get behind mayo spread easily.
So mayo spread, bacon, bit of Tommy K, bit of brown sauce, and then on, and I was like, this is a fucking winner, you know?
Yeah. I'm not about ketchup on my bacon.
No?
No. Stupid. Hate it.
Really?
I'm going to tell you right now.
You don't like ketchup in general, though, do you?
No, I do like ketchup. I like ketchup on certain things, like dip my sausages in it.
Mm.
Brown sauce all day for bacon butties. Anything else, though, like, I don't know. Frick. No, not even fucking eggs. I wouldn't put ketchup on eggs. That's just... It's fucking stupid. I don't even... Who would do that?
As we discussed, not a fan of eggs, me. So that's not really a one for me. So I've said mayo, spicy mayo, and blue cheese. What are you going with?
Yeah. I don't even know what I can go with. It's all like you say. It's freaking contextual. Yeah. It's it depends what I'm eating, but I couldn't even say what my favorite sauce was.
It's a difficult one. I'm quite glad we picked that one out, to be honest.
It is. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of content with the sauce. Nice. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Right.
Your pick?
Should I pick? Right, here we go.
I think we should just say there, best sauce, inconclusive. Inconclusive for the best sauce. But, yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. One of those unsolved mysteries of the world, I think. Alright, here we go. It's hat time. It's hat time. That's not a catchphrase that we're having.
It's
hat
time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's hat time. Don't you worry, it's that time again where we rummage in hats. Right, here we go. Okay, right. I'm getting this one. This one looks. I hate it already.
All right.
Oh, what about dragons, Ryan?
Dragons.
Yeah. How do you feel about dragons? Like,
love a bearded dragon, me.
Yeah.
Bearded dragons are cool.
Have you ever stroked one?
I've had one on my head.
On your head?
Yeah, my mate.
What were you doing to have a bearded dragon on your head?
We had a party at my mate's place, and he had his bearded dragons out, and I got to hold him, and he crawled out me, and then I was like, "Can you chuck him on my head for a picture?" And I got a picture with a bearded dragon on my head. It was great. Loved it.
That's parties in the UK, people. Come on over. We got bearded dragons. What have you got? Nothing. Compared to that.
I'm a bit of a radiator as well. Like, I kick off a fair bit of heat. So I think the dragon was enjoying it as well. He's just like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. If I was bold, he'd have been like, "What's this strange fleshy rock?"
Yes, this warm rock that I'm sat upon. What do I do?
But yeah, I think when you asked me about bearded dragons, you weren't really thinking about... Well, when you asked me about dragons, you weren't asking about bearded dragons, I believe. We were thinking about fantasy dragons.
Fantasy dragons? Let's say yes, we are talking about fantasy dragons. What is your most favourite fantasy dragon?
I kind of want to lead into this one first with saying that I think that dragons in fantasy are massively overused. It's like, we need to have a big bad, or we need something to make this a definite magical place. What do we do? Yeah, dragon. Just throw a fucking dragon in there. It's like, they're not always cool. They're not always, like, interesting.
No.
But we always have to have them for some reason. It kind of irks me.
They always have a big, like, deep story as well behind them. It's like, oh, this is the last dragon, or this is the oldest dragon here.
This is the last of the dragons, but is it really? No, it's not. That would be fucking stupid.
Yeah, but we're gonna find his family.
So
yeah.
And on that note, when I was a kid, I used to love the Eragon books, the Inheritance Cycle, and they did a movie. And at the time, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. We could get a couple of films out of this. It's gonna be wonderful." It was shit. It was utterly diabolical. The only good thing was some of the casting. The casting in that movie was pretty good, but they changed so much of it. So there are these creatures, like the basic races there are humans, elves, dwarves, would you believe? And their sort of like equivalent of orcs are called Urgals.
Okay.
And the best way, like as a kid, they were described as like they had like grey skin, like goat legs and horns, and looked kind of like people. But for some reason, I always thought they were purple, and it just reminded me of Eduardo from fucking Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So like,
I like potatoes.
So I always thought of them like that, and then in the movie they were just like bold, beefy dudes with like filed teeth, and I was like, this is wrong.
No, this is not right.
This is incorrect. But like they had Jeremy Irons as like the father figure mentor. Even the guy that they got to play Aragon was good. But yeah, the writing just fucked it. I'd like Netflix to pick it up and do like a proper adaptation of it, like YA still, because I mean, it would have to be.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it'd be like at least interesting. It's like got diverse characters in it. It'd be worth. Like Joss Stone was in it weirdly.
Yes, that's true, and John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even watched it. I never read the books or anything, but I only heard. Well, it was.
They did this fucked thing as well. So in the books, Saphira the dragon like grows at like a normal sort of.
Okay, I'll get around to it.
a normal sort of rate, but then in the movie, she's just flying one day and she flies through like these rings of fire and lands as like fully grown dragon. I'm like, the fuck was that?
What was this?
What's this bullshit?
This goddamn fucking Lion King transition shit.
Bruh, she lands, no time has passed, and then she just starts speaking.
That's dumb.
And I'm just like, ugh.
That's not the we were sticking my
we're talking about fucking dragons, and I'm just I'm upset that it's different from the source material. But what can you do? Adaptations are usually disappointing.
They are usually.
Yeah, but I mean, Reign of Fire was an interesting dragon movie. I thought.
Whoa! I remember that film. It was really strange. They had a game as well. I played the game before I even watched the film.
I heard about the game. I never played it.
The game was actually alright. You could play as both the dragons and also the army people. And it was a good hell of a time.
Matthew McConaughey was in that movie. And he was an axe. And he like fucking dies. It's an old ass film. If you're worried about spoilers for fucking Reign of Fire, then I don't know what to tell you. Go watch the movie.
It wasn't that old, but also it is actually that old now because it's 2002.
It was mid 2000s, I think.
Yeah, 2002. It was which is quite a while ago now. You always think
that's 18 years ago.
No, it's too much.
Wait to let the dread set in there, buddy.
I don't like that at all.
I don't. The dread, it's creeping in.
Reign of Fire was 18. Nah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem that old.
Mm-hmm. Considering, like, I've seen movies from, like, 2009 with horrendous CGI.
Yeah, that was...
I watched a movie last night called The Sand.
The Sand?
The Sand.
Okay.
And there's something under the sand that is devouring people, basically. So they can't step on the sand.
Don't step on the sand.
And late in the movie, like, there's these CGI tentacles, and I was howling. The movie wasn't poorly acted. The dialogue seemed like it was written by somebody who was like, this is how college kids speak.
Yeah.
It was like, hello there, fellow college kids. Like the Steve Buscemi's fucking...
Yeah. Hello there, fellow college kids. Would you like to go to a jacuzzi and have some beverages?
It was like that shit. Like, this dude's like, I can get there. I'm fast as shit. It's just like...
like, oh, slow
fast
down.
Fast as shit? Like, but yeah, back to dragons. Go on, what's your favourite dragon? Dean? You've dropped out again, bud.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
This is... Oh, right, we're back. It just got out for a long time.
There we go. 1940 to...
Yeah. Something. 1940, what a hell of a year. What happened in 1940? Such things as...
There was a war.
Yeah, there was.
There was a war on the go.
Yeah, a little war on the go, a little war, and everyone was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Come on then.
Nazi begins the London Blitzkrieg, you know.
Go on. Get to your dragons.
Right, dragons. If we're talking about dragons, we can't not talk about our purple little boy, Spyro.
Yeah.
Spyro, the dragon.
That's a strong dragon.
He's a very strong dragon, despite his frame.
His diminutive size.
Yes.
But he's got the heart of a dragon 10 times his size.
Yeah, you name another dragon that had 3 games. More than 3 games. You can't. That's it. You can't. There's no other dragon.
Drakengard? Did that have more than 3?
I don't know. On that basis of me not knowing, I'm saying no. Yeah. Big things. Yeah, Spyro. Good.
Spyro's a good, strong pig.
Mm-hmm. He skateboards. He skateboards.
Hey, is that a snowboard? Yes, Toby. That's right. Toby.
That's right. Toby's like, yeah, it's a snowboard.
Yeah, Spyro's strong. You know, I'm gonna pick the Sean Connery dragon from Dragonheart just because of Sean Connery's voice.
Sean Connery.
It's just like
dragon.
I'm a dragon, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me breathe fire and strike women.
He will indeed do that because it's Sean Connery.
Yeah, he was a divisive character, but good James Bond. He got the part in James Bond, like, not because of his audition, but because of the way he walked.
Yeah.
The producers were like, he walked out of the room and they watched him walk to his car and they likened him to a panther. And they were like, that's how James Bond should be.
That's how he walks. That's how James Bond walks, like a goddamn panther.
Yes, a panther. Yes. Well, there we go. There's our favourite dragons.
Dragons.
So I believe I'm up.
It's you. Oh, that fulfilled whoever suggested dragons.
It probably didn't because we probably didn't get into whatever freaky shit that they wanted us to speak about pertaining to dragons. All right, the next one is.
That's what we are.
Karaoke. Best versus the worst. So what's the best song at karaoke and what's the worst? Or what's your favourite memories of karaoke and then your worst memory of karaoke?
Oh, gee, I don't even know. Like, I sing a lot of songs in karaoke, but I seem to lean to a lot of Beatles songs in karaoke.
We did karaoke not long ago, didn't we?
We did indeed. Back in September.
Yeah, we went up to London for like half a week. It was like 4 days.
Half a week, yeah.
And we booked a booth, which was fairly nice with our friends Charlie, Mike, and Hugo. Our friend Greg was with us to begin with, but he had to shoot off. We stuck to the rule of 6. Everything was kosher. Everything was good.
Except we're like a different households, but
shush, nah.
Water under the bridge, right? Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, we sang a lot then, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think Water Underground. Oh yeah, Talking Heads.
Oh was same as everyone's. Same as everyone's.
Because everybody in there knew the Kermit version.
Yes, so they did.
Our friend Mike was dancing along to it, like in the music video.
Scene.
Which was great. That's Mike, who we mentioned last week, from Clark and 9FM on Mixcloud. Mm-hmm. Go listen to him.
That's him.
Listen to our episode where we joined him.
Yes, definitely.
2 episodes. We did 2 episodes.
Yeah, we did. Technically, it was 2-parter, kind of ish.
It was a long one.
Oh fuck! Sorry.
So
gassy drink.
I do karaoke a fair bit. I always used to go for classic Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz, but a lot of places don't have the actual version. They have the remix version, which I'm not allowed to do because there are words that are not suitable for me to be saying, especially in public with people watching. So I avoid that one now. I do Smell Like You Mean It by the Killers quite a bit.
Yeah,
and a bit Black and Gold by Sam Sparro, an old classic that people often forget about.
It's so strange how that's a classic now.
It is, isn't it, right?
This is more things that are making me feel old, Ryan, and I don't like it. First Rain of Fire and now Black and Gold. I'm like, these are very...
When was that, 2005?
When did Black and Gold come out? What's he called again?
Sam Sparro.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy, yeah, Sam Sparro. How could you forget the name? That was in 2008, so not too long ago.
That was only 12 years ago. So no, not quite Rain of Fire levels.
I love this. What is going on?
I don't know, but it's fine. I managed to talk over it, so it was okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try that for future ones. Because I'm lazy and editing is hard. It's super annoying. It's so easy, but...
Yeah, you just go, boop, delete that. Oh, that didn't exist. That never happened.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah, same as it ever was. When it comes to karaoke, I am not 100% on it. I do like karaoke.
Yeah.
It's just that I am uncertain on my ability to sing sometimes. I know I can, not to toot my own horn, I can. I'm not like one of those tone deaf people that like go, I can't even.
Yeah, I wouldn't even describe.
I was gonna try and imitate him, but I don't think I could like imitate a tone deaf person.
I can, but it's hard. It's hard if you can.
It's difficult if you gotta think about it. It's like, oh, how do you do that? But yeah, I'm just like, I know I can, but like it takes a lot for me to like get up there and go, yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna sing a song for y'all and see what happens.
I fucking love singing, me. So like, I'll take whatever opportunity I've got. Yeah.
It is nice. Singing is a nice thing, whether it be in the shower or the toilet or wherever, or just in your local supermarché. You just gotta.
I'm a slasher of prices.
Yeah. You know what's strange about the getting that meme? He was a James Bond, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Timothy Dalton.
I was like, what? I forgot all about it. Just erased it from my memory. I was like, nah, he was a James Bond? That's crazy.
He was indeed a James Bond. Yeah.
Which blew my mind at the moment. But yeah, enough about that. We've already talked about James Bond. I
think the worst karaoke song for me would be Hey, What's Going On by Four Non Blondes.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
Because I can't not do the He-Man version.
Yeah, you gotta think about the He-Man version.
Ever so slightly different. So you'll be singing the He-Man version, and then you realise that you're out of time with it, and you're like, oh no, and you just keep memeing.
Yeah, you just gotta own it at that point and be like.
Also, working as a waitress.
Yes.
Is one of the best of the worst.
It definitely is.
Purely for the meme of just singing and repeating the lines. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. I
absolutely love that. I live by that now. I heard it.
I still think that's one of my favourite memories of when we used to go to MTM.
Remember MTM? Oh, I remember MTM.
Remember conventions? Remember seeing people? Oh, I remember. That was fun back when we could. But yeah, I'm one thing that I will say for most karaoke places is it's a bit upsetting that you don't get as many alternative songs for karaoke. I feel like the alt scene is filled with people who are quite musical, people who would be quite happy to do karaoke, but a lot of the times they get up and they're just like, there's not really any of the songs I like.
I don't know any of these tunes.
It's like, who's Frank Sinatra?
I don't know this man. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's weird. I once went to a place where they could download any song feel like in seconds, though.
I did do that last New Year's Eve. Me and my mate Stephen went to a place called the Phoenix in Exeter, where I go and do the quiz quite often. 3 times, reigning champ of the quiz. Shout out to my quiz team.
Big brag.
Big brag. Humble brag. Not very humble, but
I didn't want to say anything, but there's nothing humble about that at all.
Nah, there's no need to be humble, mate. We're the fucking champions.
Anyway. If you're the best, like, well, who else is going to beat you? No one. That's it.
If anybody thinks they're going to beat us, step up. Let's go.
Stupid.
Hell yeah. So me and my mate Steven were like thinking, yeah, let's do some karaoke. And we looked and they didn't really have a book. So we spoke to the host and they were just like, oh yeah, I'll get it through YouTube and do it that way. So we're like, oh okay, well we'll do If I Had $1 Million by Bare Naked Ladies then. And they were like, oh, that's a nice one. And we got a good crowd. We can both sing it. We could both sing fairly well, and it's a bit of a comedy song as well.
Yes.
So it kind of worked for us. We got rounds of applause and stuff. It was very nice. It's a good way to end a year. So yeah, shout out to my boy Steven.
Shout out to Steven,
and to the Phoenix.
Yes. Yes, the Phoenix. I've never been to it, but I will go eventually.
At some point, we'll definitely get that on the go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For sure.
So, I don't think there's a definitive answer there because much like Sauce, it's very context sensitive.
You know what I don't like?
What?
In karaoke's how most... I don't want to sound bad here, but like most of the female population seem to think that they can all sing Valerie by...
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're walking down
Here's
the street.
Here's the thing.
There,
I bet a couple of them can, but they always go up as a group, and they'll share 1 or 2 mics between like 7 of them.
Yeah.
And the ones holding the mics are the ones that always have the shittest voices. Like without fail, I've noticed this every time, and it's just there's always like a couple that are really good singers. And they're never the ones that have control over the situation.
Oh, it's the worst. It just I always do it when I'm walking down the street and you're like pub's up and it's Friday night and you're like, oh, karaoke time, isn't it? Obviously, and then you hear someone like and you hear it like, and you're like, oh, please no, please stop. Why don't you come out of the bed?
It's just like, lads, I know we're on a crawl, but shall we avoid there for a bit? Yeah.
Let's not go in that pub for a
Unanimous, bit. Yep.
Yeah, because you know the next 5 songs are going to be that.
Yep. There's 7 of us, and we all want to do 1 song each, but we're all going to stay up and sing with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, there are other people in the pub. Yeah, they'll love it. We're all really good singers.
Yeah.
And it's just like... Well, I'm going to go and chain smoke until this is over. Yeah, you're just outside smoking like, I could still hear them. Just putting your fag ends in your ears to try and block them out.
Oh, the ash isn't enough. Yeah, that's my one pet peeve with...
You know what? As long as they're enjoying themselves, it's fine. It's when they're screaming it as well.
Yeah, and they're trying way too hard and you're like, please stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's like, how many times can like a group of 7 people slut drop in a song that's not really for slut dropping?
It's not. It's really not.
Right. I think we've done karaoke.
We've done karaoke to death. Maybe not to death, but
I think we've said the important things, mate.
Yeah, we have. And based on that, is it my turn now?
It is indeed, bro.
To dip inside the hat and see what I do. Okay, I won't take forever with this one. He says as he takes forever with this one.
You're taking a moment, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, right. This is a small piece of paper here. Oh, what is that? What does that mean? It says Jolf.
Jolf? What, like golf?
Like golf, but spelt with a J.
Were you drunk when you wrote it down?
No, I think someone literally recommended the word Jolf, and I was like, hell, I'll write that down.
Dean, you're meant... Right, okay. This is a perfect time to talk about how we do these. Okay? So mine are usually off the top of my head, and some of Dean's are. But Dean will sometimes go on Facebook and ask the wider populace, what would you like to hear me and Ryan talk about? Now... This is the first time this has come up. This is only the 2nd episode, so this speaks well for us. But you don't vet them, you write them all down.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might need to vet them a bit.
No man gets left behind.
Because these are meant
We're
to
going
be...
to talk about Jolf. We're going to talk about Jolf.
Jolf with your friends.
Jolf with your friends.
Mini Jolf.
Yeah, Jolf. Jolf Lugdren.
Oh, wow. Well, let's start with Jolf as it is normally.
The Volkswagen Jolf.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. How drunk are you?
Not very at all. I've had sips and it's not. Oh my god. There's a place called Jolf.golf. The website is Jolf.golf.
Jolf.golf.
And they do golfing for kids. They teach golf.
Okay.
Looking for a fun and engaging experience for all the family? Then join our club today.
Well,
Jolf Club.
Jolf Club. Jolf Club.
Yeah.
Well,
would you believe the O has got a little flag in it?
I would.
Yeah.
I would also believe if the L or the F were like clubs.
That would be nice.
That would be some design for them.
They're missing out. They're missing out by not doing that. But apparently, it's free as well.
Ah,
so,
are you gonna join the Jolf Club?
Get to Jolf, friends. Come go find Jolf and
have a
nice time.
Have a good family fun day.
Yeah, Jolf. Golf.
Fuck's sake! I actually will sit and watch the to call it by its European name, the golf.
Golf.
Yeah, weirdly, I don't know why. Like, I don't really play golf myself. My dad plays quite a bit, but I like if the Masters is on or something, you'd think like golf is like mega boring to watch.
Yeah.
But because everybody's taking shots at different times on different holes, the camera will just zip around to each of the holes as the interesting shit's happening.
Yeah.
So you're not actually sat kind of waiting. Like, we both like American football.
We do indeed.
Fly, Eagles, fly. And,
yeah.
But, you know, there is a bit of waiting with it sometimes. Usually not too much, but, you know, it can be a lot of waiting around. It's
yeah,
very
at least it's still in with, like, adverts and such, so that keeps you entertained. Keeps me entertained. I don't know about you, but I love them.
Oh, yeah, now that the election's over, we might get to see some more interesting ones.
Yeah, like wing adverts that make me really hungry.
Yeah, that's fucking cruel.
It is. It's awful.
I've got leftover Chinese. I've got leftover Chinese for the game tonight, so I'll be all right. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the Jolf, but I can sit and watch it for hours. You know, get a bit of get maybe some whiskey or some cider, a couple of lagers in, and just sit and watch that, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if fun's the right word. But
no,
like,
fun isn't probably the word for
relaxing, and you know, it's entertaining enough where you can kind of chat, but it's something that's on that you don't have to be invested in 100%.
No, because if man swing stick and hit ball and it go far, you're like, whoa.
But sometimes when man swing stick and hit ball, it go far, but it also go crazy and skim across water and shit, and it's like, yo.
Yeah,
like,
that shit don't happen in tennis. You're like, yeah, this is
alright.
I
can't fucking watch tennis, mate.
Tennis is boring as shit. I don't care what anyone says.
I honestly, like, I cannot get into it.
It's so rubbish. And that's like the nicest thing I've said about tennis ever.
I know people that like it, and I understand it because people have different tastes. And I love playing tennis. Playing tennis is fun.
Playing tennis is a whole new different thing, but watching
it just isn't for me. It isn't for me.
Hate it.
I can't imagine anything more boring than Wimbledon.
No.
I'd go watch any of the majors for golf. Hell, I'd go and watch the darts. I can't watch darts on TV.
No.
But I can really fuck with the idea of going to watch darts live.
Yeah, I can imagine that's a fun time.
These are the people that go to the darts live are the people that would make fun of me going to a convention, but they've turned up to a fucking sporting venue dressed as Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi, and they're just getting pissed. And they clearly don't understand that what I do at a convention is I turn up, I'm dressed up as somebody, and I'm gonna get pissed.
That's it.
Like, other people are there to like go and buy things and to go and like see panels and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? That's cool.
Not
you
me.
do you. Me. How much is a crate? A tenner?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, we'll get through 5 of them today, boys. Let's fucking go!
At least 5.
At minimum.
And I got on a good day.
Oh, God. If you actually look back, like we've massively gone off Jolf here, but
yeah, I mean,
if you look back, like at how much we actually consume, like if you look at like how much we drank over Ame, it was fucking ridiculous. But Ame wasn't even like peak performance for drinking for me, because BenchCon at MCM has been peak drinking before, because I've had the Beerbarians with me. I've had the big man, had like Hugo and all those around as well, and we're just going for tins. We're just going through tins like it's no man's business. And you get to like the last 4, and there's 5 of you, and if you haven't grabbed one of those last 4, you're the one that's off down to the shop to go and pick up the next crate. We take it in turns, and it's usually very fair. But when it gets towards the end of the night, well, mid-afternoon, because very rarely will we have a solid breakfast. It's usually a liquid brunch.
Yeah, it's difficult, especially in London. You're just like, oh,
I could spend 20 quid on this breakfast, or I could get 2 crates.
Gee, I wonder.
It's just liquid bread, isn't it?
Yeah, it is liquid bread.
I'm usually a cider drinker, but because you can't get like cider other than Strongbow or dark fruits up when we're up there, I usually drink whatever, and usually, unfortunately, it's Foster's. But you know, any port in a storm, like
Foster's isn't bad when you're out and about. It's like when you
quite often it'll be bottles of Bud as well.
Yeah, Bud's alright.
Yeah,
deal with Budweiser.
They usually have like the 20 bottles of Bud deal.
Yes,
which you know, for a long day, that's a good. That's a bargain. Oh,
that's a bargain for the boys.
But back briefly to Jolf, I think, before we move on. Jolf with your friends is the game I have rage quit the most. I think it's fair to say.
I think so. Yeah, I have a lot of fun on Jolf with your friends, though. It's great.
I do, like 4 out of 5 times. I love it. So 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Cats.
Scream!
So, but it's so finicky sometimes. Like, I've watched somebody, like, hit the ball and jump over, and I looked and did it myself, and then it sets me back. And I was just like, "How? This is literally the way to do the level," and everybody else is watching me taking the piss, even though they've done the exact same thing, and it hasn't sent them back. And I'm just like,
"What did I do to deserve?"
And it just keeps happening, and I'm just like, right, okay. And then if you're winning, there's always the ruiner, like my mate Nemo, also known as Nige. He just uploaded a video where we spent the entire evening playing Among Us, just killing him. And if he was alive after the first round, we thought it was sus, so we'd usually eject him. So that's Biggles the Monkey on YouTube. So we'll put a link to that because Nige is a good pal.
As we've said it now, and that's it. It's too late. And once we've said it, it's in there.
And I'll I'm in a couple episodes. One of them is Jolf with your friends. I think we did a stick fight the game one, and recently Among Us. But yeah, it's golf with your friends can be either wonderful or the worst fucking game imaginable.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played that game sober either, which is great. Obviously,
have we played many games sober?
Not really.
Not really.
Loads. Which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it surely is a thing.
Don't think about it.
I don't think about it. Don't
let it set in.
Yeah. Right. Right. Your paper.
It's my go, yeah. And we're at 3/4 of an hour now. So depending on what we get here, it may be the last one before we do the wrap up section.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll call it the last one, just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Survival games. Survival games. Are they shit? So
No.
we've played a survival game for quite a while. We've spent quite a bit of time on Rust together.
I thought you were talking about Fall Guys.
Oh, that is... Oh, mate.
It's technically survival. I mean, it's not like eat and drink survival, but you know,
I would say it's a competitive platformer, personally.
Yeah.
So
You're out there trying to... You're out for number one. Everybody else is scum, basically. Don't grab me.
Don't grab me, bro.
Fucking grab me! Yeah, it's a survival. You're just like, oh, it's just me. I'm a lone man. I've got to make it to the end. Got to get that crown.
I don't think it was what I had in mind when I wrote this down. But that one is not shit. That is a great game. Although some of the updates to the maps have...
They're a bit scuffed.
A bit scuffed.
The spinner on the fruit thing, I've got to admit, is fucked, and I think they know that.
Oh, Perfect Match.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hellish.
That's
beyond the joke, is that?
That was the nice level where you're like, oh, I can have a small rest and just think about fruit. No, it's got a fucking spinny thing now, and that's it. Oh.
Okay, right.
So go on, actual survival games.
Yeah, like we've spent quite a fair bit of time on Rust over the years, you and I.
Oh yeah, I love Rust. It's like my Mong out game. It's the game I go on, and I just relax and have a lovely time. Occasionally on it.
I mean, we've played some dodgy servers. We played some good ones.
The PvP servers are like...
Yeah.
You build a small, like, 4x4 house, you come back on, and it's been, like, D4 to shit. You're like, I don't even have anything. Why have you done this to me?
Great, you've taken a rock and some bear meat. Cheers. That's all I had. You son of a bitch.
It's too much.
I've played quite a bit of DayZ as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. From what I've seen of DayZ, I mean, not seen of DayZ. I've played DayZ, but I've never really.
Back when it was the mod, it definitely seemed like there was a lot more to it. But ever since it's gone standalone, like all you have to do is sort of like look at the rise of the battle royale genre.
Yeah, yeah.
Because PlayerUnknown's, who released PUBG, obviously, got into that by playing a battle royale server on DayZ.
Yes.
So if it weren't for the DayZ servers, we wouldn't have had the Fortnites.
You say that like it's a good thing.
Well,
if it wasn't for
well, I'm not saying it's great.
No,
I'm not saying it's bad. But you have to admit, for the better or for the worse, it has had a massive impact. I have enjoyed survival games, like, don't get me wrong. But there's so many out there now. Arguably, you can say that games like PUBG are a survival game. It's just...
Yeah, definitely.
It's more of a timed survival. Like we've had some fun on PUBG. As we mentioned,
I've never really won or killed anybody, but it's a fun time until you get up to that point.
I've won once or twice. You haven't won on Fall Guys either. So like...
No, I haven't. Yeah, well, thanks, Ryan. I know that. I remember that. I know I've not won.
And now they know too.
Time. Yeah, now everyone else knows too. You know.
But speaking of PUBG, we mentioned Willamok last week, but that was
we did.
That was how we actually met him, was through PUBG.
PUBG.
Yeah. So, I enjoyed PUBG. The one thing I do want to say about PUBG is optimize your fucking game before you start releasing stuff extra. There's no point in releasing extra fucking maps. When that game came out at launch, I could play that game easy. Now it's a juttery mess.
Yeah, they've tried too hard with it, and it's like they've added so much, and it's like, what is this game anymore?
Optimize your fucking video game.
Yeah.
Do you want... this is why they've lost such a player base. I believe there's like PUBG Lite now, but I have a feeling that's just for mobile.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
pretty much.
But You know, I preferred it to Fortnite because I'm terrible at building. So yeah, and I just found it more like a mill sim, to be honest, because it was more customizable for your weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have a single shot rifle with like a mid scope because I'm not wasting ammunition.
Yeah.
But everybody else is like full auto. Go.
Good kill. Oh. Yeah. No, it's not the way, friends.
But yeah, I think so. The answer for survival games, are they shit? I think it really depends on what you like. If you know, like, I mean, even Minecraft is a survival game at this point.
It is. It has survival mode.
If you know that you don't like games like that, there's a simple answer. Don't fucking buy them. If you're not going to get enjoyment from it. But if you've never tried one out, pick one up. Steam sales imminent, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and they always go down. Like, I'm tempted to pick up 7 Days to Die because I've seen a lot of people playing it. But
yeah,
I'm probably not going to play it a lot. So I might not. I might save that for something else.
Yes.
But in the off chance that I do, I'll probably give it a go and I'll report back. But the ones that I've played, and I've played extensively, I've enjoyed. So yeah, it's all down to you, really.
It's all down to you, the listener. I did point just then, but no one can see that, so it's really stupid.
Yeah, not a video podcast yet.
No, not yet.
Oh.
It's just like no. Big silence. Like no, not yet.
Okay, well, that brings us to just under an hour now. So, first off, I'd like to say thank you for listening this far. It's been nice to get a second episode out. This should be out very soon, and we're going to try and keep to the schedule of Mondays. We are currently looking at how to get the podcast up on Spotify, as I believe that's where a lot of people are listening to their podcasts now. I know I certainly do.
Yes.
That's where I do all of my listening. So
yes.
Dean and I are currently looking at our options there.
We're working our hardest, you see.
I'm working on it. Fucking Chris Chan. Oh god, let's not get started on him.
No. Not yet.
But somebody that we can get started on. We mentioned him earlier. Is my friend Nemo, Biggles the Monkey on YouTube. There's a lot of gameplay. Usually just highlight clips, stuff that he plays with our friends. So definitely go check him out. He's just released a video today, so it'd be great for you to go and check him out, and we'll have a link to him below.
In the bottom.
Nice. Yeah. Have you got anybody you'd like to shout out, bud?
Oh, bit of a Twitch shout out for our boy VRC Bunny.
Aha!
Yes.
I wasn't sure if we were going to shout out Bunny, but I'm happy that we are, because what a legend.
What an absolute dude. His content, very wholesome, very lovely. He plays the VR chat. He plays the games. I don't know, what other video games does he play?
I played Fall Guys with him a couple of times.
Yeah, Fall Guys.
Ruthless. Ruthless is our bun.
Yeah.
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 Don't get on the wrong side of him.
No.
But yeah, we saw Bunny when we were up in London last.
Yes, we stayed at his gap.
Took us for a cracking breakfast.
Yeah.
That I thoroughly enjoyed. Dean.
Yeah. I really enjoyed my toast. It was good toast.
That was a heavy evening.
It was heavy.
But yeah, we'll get that link for Bunny's Twitch down there. Nemo and Bunny, we love you both. Thank you for the content you put out. Really appreciate it. And sort of a final thing for me. So for the past sort of 6 months or so, I've been working on the Test and Trace campaign as a community admin. Basically as a moderator for the chats there, looking after At its peak, probably about 200 agents. And this Friday, it was my last day with them. It was very emotional. After such a shit year, it was really nice to have sort of like a connection with people that I'd only ever spoken to really through a chat room at work. They were all brilliant to work with, and I just want to give a shout out to all of the agents that I worked with there, all of the leadership. They're doing a really important job. If you do get called by them, they are people at the end of the day. And I'd really appreciate if you listen to what they have to say and help in any way, and try and make this year better. So,
better. Because it can only get better.
Absolutely. So, thank you to all of the people that I encountered working on Test and Trace. You're real ones. And thank you for 6 great months. And I wish you all the best.
Yes. Big round of applause.
Yeah.
Make it sound better than this, though. Because there's just one guy clapping, and it's really sad if it's just one guy clapping.
There's 2 of us. There's 2. Right. But with that, have you got anything else to leave us off on, bud? I'm guessing not. So have you?
No, sorry, no. That is no. Sorry,
all right.
No.
Well, no worries. So links to our friends will be down below. Hopefully, you'll be listening to this soon. And we'll get the next episode recorded and out to you the following week. So once again, I've been Ryan.
And I've been Dean. Ba-ba-da-ba, hackers. That is not the
outro. Thanks again, guys. Share this around if you know anybody that like to listen to 2 idiots talk about random stuff. And hopefully we'll be coming to Spotify soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, and you have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.